New push in West Michigan to get people counted for this year's census. The Bureau said it would end all of its counting efforts a month earlier than originally planned.
Our Marisa Oberly explains how that decision could translate to more than $1 billion lost for families living in Grand Rapids.
The city believed it had until October 31st to get every Grand Rapidian counted, but earlier this month that date moved up to September 30th. That means that there is less time to reach the more than 30% of residents who have yet to be counted. At a farmer's market on Grand Rapids' southwest side, local vendors sell fresh produce to community members each week. But for Kathy Harris and Daniel Lopez, their product is different. The two are trying to sell neighbors on the idea of filling out the 2020 U.S. Census.
So we still have a ways to go to get to where we want to go.
Attending events like this is just one way the city is fast-tracking its counting efforts. Earlier this month, the Census Bureau announced the counting would end 1 month early to meet its December deadline to turn in all numbers. The city is now utilizing social media and hiring ambassadors in addition to its traditional methods, pushing people to fill out the census online, over the phone, or by mail.
If you don't count yourself, your family, those dollars don't come back to Grand Rapids. They go somewhere else. We want to keep those dollars.
With the constitutionally mandated count of each resident every 10 years, the U.S. Census helps distribute more than $675 billion per year of federal funding.
Each person represents about $1,800. Over a 10-year period, that's $18,000.
In Grand Rapids, that can equate to 5,400 lunches for local students.
It provides resources, funding for communities.
Right now, the city's response rate is just under 69%, well below its 85% goal. With responses even lower in low-income neighborhoods, the city says the 31% of residents who have yet to be counted represent $1.2 billion in funding.
Maybe they don't understand that maybe there's a language barrier, but we want to make sure that we cross all those barriers.
Harris encourages people to fill out the quick 9-question survey, explaining it only asks basic demographic information.
We want to help our community. We want to make it better. We want to make our children better, but we also want to make the roads and the infrastructure, the hospitals.
And if you have yet to fill out the census this year, you can find a link to do so on our website at fox17online.com. I'm reporting in Grand Rapids, Marisa Oberly, Fox 17 News.